Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the mysterious Mothman. His chilling appearance has been witnessed multiple times. He brings news of destruction. People who have seen him have died. This is the disturbing legend of the Mothman. Be sure to stick around for more stories like this one, and thank you so much for your support. Before we start today's video, we want to ask you to subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate when you take the time to do this. It helps us out a lot, and we love bringing you videos on all things paranormal. So please take a second and subscribe. Thank you. Let's jump right into today's video. We've heard of Mothman before, but there have been so many sightings. So let's talk about some of them. One of the most famous and reliable accounts of the Mothman comes from November 15th, 1966. The date is important because it's considered the beginning of the Point Pleasant sightings. Two couples, Roger and Linda Scarberry, and Steve and Mary Millette, were driving home from a local roller skating rink around p.m. On their way, they passed an old munitions factory. At that moment, they saw the shadowy figure standing over some railroad tracks. The creature was about 7 feet tall and had a wingspan of 10 feet. They described its eyes as red and hypnotic. They say that the beast didn't flap its wings, but soared through the air at their car's speed and made a screeching noise. They turned around and headed home, but said that the creature followed them and kept pace with them. The car eventually reached speeds of 100 miles per hour, but the monster remained right behind them. They reported the incident to the police and claimed that the beast was real and not a hallucination. Since this sighting, over 50 people reported seeing the same beast in the area. In December 1966, the local newspaper printed a composite sketch of the monster and named it the Mothman. People began reporting similar creatures across the country, but most sightings occurred in West Virginia. To this day, no one knows if they saw the same thing or if there were many of these creatures around. Reports came flooding in. The police were swamped with phone calls, all with similar descriptions of the mysterious beast. The reports claimed that the Mothman wasn't just lurking around Point Pleasant, but also in neighboring areas. Residents spotted it on the sides of roads, sitting on barns and staring into windows. Some said that it communicated with them telepathically, while others experienced inexplicable events. Their cars wouldn't start. Farm animals fell mysteriously ill, and their dogs growled at nothing. There were also sightings of bizarre lights dancing around in the sky. The beasts were seen alone and in groups, and sometimes there were strange white orbs that hovered nearby. These sightings remained sporadic until December 1967, when everything changed. One evening, people gathered at the South Point High School to watch the local basketball team play. While watching the game, they saw a massive winged creature hovering near the gym. Although frightened, people continued to attend games in hopes of seeing the beast again. After the game, they all went home, except for a few spectators, who wanted to see the creature up close. However, they never saw it. The Mothman was nowhere to be found. On December, many people gathered along the banks of the Ohio River to try to spot the beast. Some stood on the bridge, which was named the Silver Bridge, and others watched from the riverbanks. For hours, no one saw the Mothman. Around midnight, everyone started to head home, and those who had been on the bridge slowly began to cross over to the West Virginia side. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed across the water, and the bridge collapsed. Of the approximately 50 people on the bridge, only 16 survived. Residents immediately claimed that the Mothman was responsible for the collapse, either as a warning or because it enjoyed watching humans die. Some claimed to have seen the creature on the bridge just moments before it collapsed, while others believed it caused the collapse altogether. In the following months, the sightings became less frequent and less intense, leading many to believe that the Mothman was somehow responsible for the bridge's collapse. To this day, no one is sure what the Mothman is or why it appears in West Virginia from time to time. Many believe it's an interdimensional portal or a glimpse into another world, but no one knows for sure. There have been many attempts to explain the Mothman. Many of these have been based on real evidence. Let's take a look at some of these theories. The most common theory is that the creature was misidentified. Many claim that the people who saw it simply got a good look at a large bird, such as an owl or a sandhill crane. These birds can be very tall and have a very wide wingspan. When their eyes reflect light, it can appear red. This could explain the large eyes that the witness described. These large birds may also explain why the beast didn't make a sound. Owls are known for their silent flight, and this may be what some witnesses are referring to when they say that the monster made no noise. A second theory is that the people of Point Pleasant experienced mass hysteria. This theory is backed up by the fact that the sightings began shortly after the local newspaper published an article about a large bird. It could have been that the people expected to see something and imagined what they had seen. Another theory suggests that the sightings were actually a warning from God. The people of Point Pleasant were told to leave the area before the bridge collapsed, but they didn't listen. Those who didn't heed the warning perished, while others survived. Now, let's take a look at some of the wilder theories. Some believe that the Mothman is an alien from another planet. They believe that aliens sent the Mothman to spy on humans or warn them of danger. Perhaps the collapse of the bridge was simply an unfortunate coincidence. Some believe that the Mothman is a demon or some other evil entity. They claim that it haunts the area and feeds on the emotions of the people. This theory explains why so many people reported feeling uneasy when they saw the beast. So what do you think of these theories? Do you believe that the Mothman is a demon, an alien, or simply a misidentified bird? Feel free to share your thoughts below. When the Mothman first appeared, people were terrified. Since then, it has become part of the community. Today, people visit Point Pleasant specifically to learn about the strange beast and its connection to the collapse of the Silver Bridge. There is even an annual festival held in the town, celebrating all things Mothman. The local newspaper even printed a composite sketch of the creature and named it the Mothman. Over the years, the legend has grown and people have reported seeing the Mothman in other parts of the country. There are even reports of the Mothman in Canada and Mexico. The most famous account of the Mothman comes from John Keel's book, The Mothman Prophecies. He claims that the sightings in Point Pleasant were part of a larger phenomenon that was happening across the United States. According to Keel, the government was trying to cover up the truth about the Mothman. He believes that the sightings were part of a larger phenomenon that was happening across the country, but the government was trying to cover it up. In the decades since the original sightings, there have been numerous theories as to what the Mothman is. Some believe that it's a supernatural entity that predicts disaster. Others believe it's an alien creature that lives in another dimension. Still, others believe that it's simply a large bird that's been misidentified. So what do you believe? Is the Mothman a harbinger of doom, an alien visitor, or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. What do you think of the Mothman? Do you believe that he is a harbinger of doom or just a large bird? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of our others. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a like.